Well, hey guys, John Oliver here. Just a quick thought for you today. Many of us have problems at our church. I don't know if you knew that. I don't think it's a surprise to you. And maybe you're thinking today, man, there's another guy in ministry at another church and he doesn't have problems like this. And that may be true, but I guarantee you, he may not have problems like that, but they have problems. And so number one, don't ever feel like you're unique in the fact that your church is broken, because every church this side of eternity is filled with sinful people, being led by sinful people who have been redeemed and are trying their best to love Jesus and each other. And sometimes we don't all do that right. We don't do that well. But with those problems, you and I probably have solutions. I'm a solution man. I like to figure out the problem and I like to fix it. The problem is, I have a 3,000 foot view of the majority of problems at my church or anyone else's. So I can look at the immediate and I can tell you, hey, this is what you need to do. This is a quick fix. But what I want to encourage you to do is don't make long-term decisions on short-term information. Don't make rash decisions, big sweeping change, because you see a problem at 3,000 feet. Be a church historian. Look for people in your church that have a 30,000 foot view, that can tell you the dynamics of why things are the way that they are, of how you've arrived at some of those things. Because just like in the human condition, often the big things we deal with people, the big manifestations of sin, the egregious things, they didn't all of a sudden just decide that they were going to be egregious. It started as a tiny monster. And because they didn't deal with the tiny monster when it was small, tiny monsters that are unrepentant for a long period of time become huge monsters that can devour people and the things around them. So, same thing happens with church. The things we see at 3,000 feet, it didn't start there. There are things that have brought it to the place that it's in. And if you're a church historian, you're going to know people and trust people and engage with people who have a better view than you do and can tell you the landmines to avoid, the people to talk to, and the things to be in prayer over. So just spend time getting to know your people, be a church historian, and you will not have to die on all the hills you see. Because as long as I've been in ministry, the thing I'm figuring out more and more is the things that I see, the hills that I see, 99% of them aren't worth dying on. When I first started in ministry, I wanted to plant my flag on every one of them. So that's why I say talk to the church historian, because they see the mountain that you're convinced is worth dying on, and it's not 99% of the time. But the historian can help you to figure out if the 1% chance, if it is what it is. So anyway, hope you guys have a good day, and hope that actually made sense. Could have just been me talking, but just something I was thinking about real quick in the car. Hope you guys are doing well and excited to hear about what's going on in your ministries. Let us know. Bye.